Hey y'all, what up? It's your boy Twon, DebateReviewTV, back at it. Shit. Again. Alright, so I know it's been a while or whatever, but yeah, we back on this shit. Shout out to Debo, first and foremost. We're still working on battle rap game bars over everything. If you haven't seen the spar session, there's a sneak peek in that video. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but it is there. Shouts to the whole movement. Shouts to pretty much everybody, our subscribers. We appreciate it. But this is a topic that I've been wanting to touch on for a long time. You know, what would battle rap be without YouTube? Or what would battle rap be without the internet just in general? So, you guys let me know, what are your predictions? Like, what do you think will happen to the culture if the internet outlet or YouTube, Twitter, what if that was gone? You know what I mean? What if the only way they could promote themselves was through performances, events, and DVDs? Alright, so let's get right into it. I think there would be no ranking system as far as labeling somebody top tier. I know a lot of people may disagree, but how would you know how popular somebody is unless you just went to an event and see how crazy people went? Or there's no way you can see how many views a certain battle rapper gets. Like, take Hitman Holla for example. It doesn't matter what he does. Hitman Holla gets 1 million views within at least 4 months on a battle. Like the last battle with Conceded, it's over 1 million now. It didn't matter how trash the battle was. He's top tier just in general. But how would you necessarily depict where someone lies in the rankings of battle rap if you couldn't see any numbers? So that's one thing. This whole top tier thing pretty much has come off of popularity, man. I mean, I know Chris Unbiased, he said that it's a mixture of skill, yeah, blogging, exposure, but pretty much how many people know you. I mean, put it like this: if someone had 1 million views but had no skill, what would you call them? Like, no one ever asked that question. What would you call them? Last time I checked, anybody over 1 million views is someone credible and who is top tier. So one thing I know for certain is, without YouTube, there would be no way to label somebody. I mean, you could say all there would probably be is that nigga nice. Back when the Smack DVDs was going around, there was no top tier. I mean, pretty much the niggas on the corner going at it. Oh, that nigga nice. Lux, Mook, when they went at it in the store, that classic battle, Serious Jones versus Mook. I mean, Mook was on his shit, but pretty much everybody had their own styles. Like, that nigga nice, I want that nigga. That's pretty much it. That's one thing that I think that's an element that would not be there. That's in my personal opinion. Another thing, exposure. How many times have you seen a battle rapper go from shit before the PGs, get on the PGs, next thing you know, they're on Vlad TV, next thing you know, they got booked for King of the Dot out of the country, out of America. Would that happen just as fast if it was just solely promoted on DVDs? I don't think so. YouTube gives other companies, other investors to be interested in a certain artist. Okay, let me see what I can do with him. Oh, he has this much of a following. Let me see what I can do. And the funny thing is, the exposure ties right back into the views. So how many views you got? This is how many leagues it's going to probably take you. It's urlttv, you know, one of the biggest battle rap leagues. It's like, okay, once you get up there, you're going to get the most views. So it's like everyone trying to get the most exposure so they can get the most views, so they can get the most work. You know what I mean? So that's becoming pretty much the whole goal. It's just to get as much exposure as possible. I'm not even going to call them proving ground rappers, but the new people, the new dudes like Prez Mafia, Prez Edition Dubs, you know what I mean? Ty Law, even them, they're happy to be getting the exposure that they're getting. They happy to be getting the exposure that they're getting. They were just on Vlad TV, and I don't know where they were before that. I know some of them from Spit That Heat or whatever, but I mean, Spit That Heat, Vlad TV, URL, and that happened that quick. So the exposure is getting crazy. Vlad TV has one of the most popular YouTube channels on that machine. He puts battle rappers up there because he knows that's a growing culture. Battle rappers get up there. I doubt he's paying them. He's probably not even paying them, but the exposure is the most important part. So YouTube comes with other avenues like Vlad TV, World Star, other, you know, all kinds of shit. Accessibility. Alright, so let's get this shit, you know what I mean, correct. A lot of battle rap fans, you know, they whine a lot. I'm not saying that I never did complain about something, but I mean, as far as the most part, when battles don't drop, people get antsy about it. But think about it. Even Beasley said that people be crying over free entertainment. Like, that shit's crazy. But as far as accessibility, if it was just on the DVDs, where would we have to go to get the damn DVDs? I mean, I was in the hood the other day. Right beside Food Line was a fucking clothes shop, and they had a Gnome 3 DVD in there, and it was just sitting there. I mean, I don't know if they had more, but I'm like, oh shit, because I think Smack is still doing a DVD thing, but it is not at all popping as much as the YouTube thing is. Accessibility is like how easy it is to get to a battle. We can get on the computer and just pull up the shit. And back in the day, if you wanted the Smack DVD, you had to pay for it, and the only way you would get it for free is if you had a homie that had it, you know what I mean? But most of the time, you have to go find them shits. But I can get on my phone right now and just pull up a battle. So the accessibility is becoming, very, of course it's getting saturated, because repetition causes that. But I mean, you can't blame them. They get numbers. I think that's one thing. That's just how easy it is to get to. I know I'm happy that, I can, if I want to see a battle right now, I can just, pull it up or whatever. Opposed to having to, ask Bob down the street, you got that new Smack? Accessibility is something that's pretty much, I can say, helped it. Helped battle rap become more of something that people can just get to and share with other people. Now, as far as finances, this is just my estimate. I have no guru at what B.A.R.R revenue is, or King of the Dot, or Don't Fly. I have no idea. Right now, with YouTube being an outlet for battle rap, the finances are more financially stable. That's something I can tell you that right now. Not only do they get monetization, there are sponsors now. There's a whole bunch of shit that, I'm not saying they're all millionaires and shit, but battle rap is making money. It's making more money than it used to. Back in the day when people used to battle, if money was up, that made it more exciting. But now it's like money has to be up in order for anything to go down. You see what I'm saying? Like, it was the excitement for the culture. It was the excitement for what was about to happen. But nowadays, it's like nothing can fucking move without any money. No one is moving nowhere unless somebody's getting paid or someone's prospering for it. The battle rap leagues are prospering from the battle rappers, and they prospering from the exposure. See, the finances goes back to the exposure. The more views, the more people that are going to be in tune with it, the more they're going to pay to go to the events, the more times they're going to click on that monetization ad, the more, shit like that. As far as the money, it's like shit, it's its own underground business in itself, you know what I mean? Opposed to just, Bob battling Billy in the barbershop and, it becomes a classic, but, no money being made. Now, this is all on your opinion if you think this is bad or good. As far as communications with each other, shouts to Chris Unbiased Review. The Unbiased Review group is like a place where, like, we all just talk about this shit, you know what I mean? Like, we all just talk about it, you know what I mean? Like, anything dealing with battle rap, hip-hop, we all talk about it. But that, we wouldn't have the chance as fans to do that without the internet, you know what I'm saying? Without Facebook, without shit like that. But there's also a negative side to it. You got niggas on Twitter that just be talking reckless and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Back in the day, if anybody had a problem with anybody, they would go to their house or tell them where they can meet up at. Things can provoke from the internet, opposed to just, shit provoking in a room between two parties or two people. So I'm not gonna say beef, but I'm just saying as far as shit interacts with each, like as far as battle rappers interacting with leagues, battle rappers interacting with other battle rappers, leagues interacting with other leagues. That shit crazy. Like Hitman Hollow, the tweet he posted last year about him and his battle dropping last. You know what I mean? Like if there was no internet, would he have even said that shit? You know what I mean? If there was no internet, would he have to go to Smack or call Smack and be like, let it go like that? Would that even happen, or was that just a move that he made just because? A lot of battle rappers have their own companies, like their own little shit. LOM, you know what I mean? Team Hobby, all that clothing line and shit. All that is being put on the face of the internet. Every video you see that has like 1 million views, if you see like an LOM a little ad or some shit like that, they prosper from that shit. I mean, mixtapes get most of their views from the battle rap fans. So if an artist says, shit, I got 500,000 views on a battle, shit, I got a mixtape about to drop, I at least want a quarter of those people to download my mixtape. All in all, mixtapes, I mean, even though it's a saturated industry, mixtapes do stars, you know what I mean? It's just that a lot of people in the industry are not looking at battle rappers and their music. They know that battle rappers making noise right now, but they're not checking for their music. But, that's not true with everybody. But, yeah, as far as mixtapes, it's like, shit, I can get 10,000 downloads on my mixtape all because I had like 100,000 views on my last battle. You see what I'm saying? So all that plays into each other. And you got Smack putting mixtape trailers on his shit, King of the Dot, Don't Flop, You Duck, all that shit, man. But one of the last things, one of the most important things, I think that would not be happening if there was no YouTube or no internet at all. I think that there would be not as many leagues as there are now. Nigga, URL, they pretty much capitalized. I'm not gonna say. I am not gonna sit here and say they are the godfathers of battle rap. I'm not that type of dude, but they pretty much, as far as in our nation, they're pretty much the biggest one. But they have capitalized how to do this shit. All right, I'm not saying they were the first, because you got Grind Time, you got Don't Flop, you got Tge Dot, you got UW. You know what I mean? You got everybody's trying to eat right now, but everybody's seeing the formula. So, Dying Breed, what is it called? Shit. Empire Battle League, which I never even heard before. Shit like that. You got certain people who are just in it to be in it, but they're making their channel, getting a couple people together, get an entrepreneur, get a money man, hire some battle rappers that need the money or want the money, whatever. Don't even come with 3 rounds, just do an event, and then it's like somebody else see that, and then someone else wants to make a league. Anybody with money can make a fucking league. You don't have to be a hip-hop battle rap head to make a league. You don't have to even like this shit. You don't have to know Smack. You don't got to know anybody. But since that formula has been so popularized by the top battle leagues, it's like everybody can put their foot in the shit now. Even the dude that did the Empire Battle League last year, he was probably trying to invest in a fucking coffee shop. We don't know that shit. Yeah. But yeah, you already know it's your boy Twon. Shouts to First Lady Jessica, man. Shouts to Brady the Kid, Trey Gang. Shouts to my twin brother. That nigga's making noise right now. Shouts to my twin brother, man. Shouts to everybody in the Unbiased group. Shouts to Jared, Debo, man. Shouts to the game we making right now. The shit's about to be crazy. The trailer is about to drop. Yeah, I hope y'all ready for that Daylight and 40 bars. You know what I mean? We were supposed to be in the building, but probably gonna make it next time. But you already know, man. Shouts to KD, everybody, man. Just keep supporting the channel, keep supporting the movement. More stuff coming, man. All right, and as always, it's your boy Twon. Respect the shooter, nigga.